Check out this new sound I've been working on. Let me know when you're ready for it.
What kind is it like very sudden? Like is it going to be kind of scary or like what?
Yeah.
It is? Okay.
Oh, it's really going to shake you up. And it's going to be, I'm going to be quiet for a little bit, and then I'm going to do the sound.
Yeah, I don't really fuck with that kind of stuff. I don't really fuck with that.
Like
so if I'm not ready, you said, can you tell me when you're ready? I'm not ready. I actually don't fuck with that kind of shit at all.
Auga!
Okay. It's exactly the kind of thing I don't like. That's exactly the kind of sound I don't like.
Auga!
Didn't scare me the second time.
It's to my knowledge brand new. I just been tinkering with different syllables, vowel sounds, one hard consonant, and I somehow stumbled on it, and it's one of these things where, as new as it is, and this is true of great songwriting, of great writing, of any kind, of great podcasting, the moment you discover and initiate it, it feels ancient. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
That it has existed always. That you did not create so much as summon from the middle of your bones.
The two songs that I remember having an argument with my friend in the car about driving to school, that they were old songs, were "Beautiful Day" by U2.
Yep. That can't be new. It's always been.
And "Follow Me" by Uncle Kracker.
Uncle Kracker.
Both of those
Uncle
songs
Kracker.
So perfect that I could not envision a world where they had not always.
Oh, this just happened.
Mm-hmm.
We just figured this out. No, I'm sorry. We've all known "Follow Me" since before we heard "Follow Me."
We couldn't have missed
"Follow
that
Me"
many
has always
chances.
been there.
We couldn't have just had the chance at that so many times and not taken it.
Songwriting's not
now.
new. Yeah. No, that's something that it did not get written. It was picked up off of the ground where it always was. "Follow Me" is older than the hills.
That sound is actually, I needed that.
Auga.
That
Ooh, I needed that.
got me up.
I had someone tell me auga. Ooh, I needed that.
I've been slipping a little bit. I just kind of been sitting around eating bear claws.
Yeah.
Just sucking down bear claws. You know why they call them bear claws?
No, actually, I don't. I have a guess.
Okay.
Do you want to hear my guess first?
Yeah, go ahead. You might be right.
Well, so everyone is familiar, obviously, with Santa Claus.
Yes, yeah.
But where he lives...
This is wrong. I just want to...
Oh.
You can finish your guess, but there's no way to get from...
Oh, thank you that I can finish my guess.
It's just a matter... It's just how you want to use your time, because this is not...
Like my time here on Earth?
Yeah, yes. How you want to spend...
Or what? Am I allotted a certain amount of time on this episode?
Precious little time.
It's just like, this is your time, your part of the episode, and then I will have all of my time. So
we only have so much time.
Believe me, I know. Sand in the hourglass, eh? Well, I don't need to finish my guess.
It's because
Santa, in my mind, has a secret family.
Right.
and that with he's a. I want to be clear first, and you can tell me if I'm getting closer to as I go through this. I do not in any way condone or celebrate bestiality. That is not something. That is something I think is.
I would not say
criminalized
that is
for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
That is not good. The animal cannot consent. Santa is not a human being
because they don't deserve pleasure. Animals.
Santa is not that level. So
we can't let them. We can't let them know about that.
I've told you before about the guy who used to cut my hair in New York. This guy Danny, and that he was telling me about a woman that he was seeing, asking him to make love to her. And he said, hold up. I had to say, slow down. No, I will have sex with you, but make love? No way I'm going to give her that much pleasure.
She can't know about that either. Well, as soon as they know about that, they go crazy.
Well, that was his stance, was that if he did accept the request, that then it would be not fair to her because she would then be incurably addicted to what the dick did. And that he would not necessarily be able to follow through on that because it just was not the status of their relationship. So it was actually very nice of him. He did have sex.
Oh yeah, sure.
But that level of pressure, making love. So anyway, that he would be playing like pretty mainstream hip hop songs, but going like as if they were the most extreme underground stuff. He'd be like, whoa. Did you hear that? Like, and then just like back it up and play part of it again. And then one in particular was a diss track, and he was like, and he got like right in my ear at the end of whatever the verse was of like, Jay-Z, talking to Memphis Bleak or something, like just like something that was like so popular. And then he just went like, he ate his beans, son. He ate his beans. So my thought is Santa is not a human, a mortal man. Santa is a supernatural being. And therefore, were he to commune physically with a polar bear, they do live in the North Pole, it would not necessarily be immoral, because he's essentially a spiritual,
it's not
entity.
Bestiality.
In my opinion. And so my thought is that perhaps he is raising a family of bear man demigods,
right.
And
that's one of their
the
names.
Youngest is named Bear
That's
Claws.
the youngest one?
Yeah, there's a whole series before that where the bear went, can I finally name one? You've been doing an awful lot of the naming, Nick.
My barber, Manny, was really thought of himself as being part of my like sexual education.
Yes.
When I was like in college, he'd always ask me like, so what's like, tell me about, it was really like he wanted me to tell him about different girls. And he was always so explosively horny for Sarah Palin. He got really, really invested in the 2008 election. He got really like politically involved because he was so horny about it and like wanted to, it was very practical. He was
I just
like,
need that on my
I just
screen,
wander.
like,
yes, I just need to be
I need
like,
this in the 24-hour
Yeah.
news cycle for as long as possible.
So it's tough to argue with, just in terms of your
No,
personal,
I
how
respect
like these jobs affect you, like affect your life. Like he actually had it figured out, I think, more than most people do.
It's true. Like for someone with no explicit like political leaning up to that point, going like, well, what really happens to me based on who gets elected president? Like, yes, and there's like in a global sense, there are these policies that in some ways maybe trickle back into my lived experience in ways that I can probably never really detect or draw the line to. But what I know happens for sure is like sometimes on TV or on the front of the newspaper, I'm seeing this person. And this is very easy for me now because that I know will happen.
He died not too long after of disappointment.
Campaign.
Yes, of a broken heart.
No, not
they
much
call
to
him
live for.
Bear claws because when I get bear, after I eat them, the claws come out. Meanness, nasty comments,
That's two.
being rude,
Oh no.
body joke.
Oh no. Hazel.
That's why they call them bear claws. Claws come out. Can't blame them. There's a lot to comment on after I eat them.
So that's why they're called bear claws.
That's why they're called bear claws. When I get bear,
so
after
my
I eat them, the
Santa
claws come
guess
out.
was pretty far away. I'll admit, but among the characteristics that you listed for yourself was body jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Santa having sex with a polar bear couldn't be part of some
pretty
body joke.
Yeah, that's pretty body.
There's a famous story about the hunter, yes, going to the woods. Kevin, you know about this joke?
Enlighten me.
The hunter goes into the woods and he loads up his gun and he sees the bear and he takes aim and thinks he has the perfect shot and he fires and somehow he has missed the bear. And the bear taps him on the shoulder. He's behind him. And he says to the hunter, "Good sir, you have missed me, but I will offer you a deal." A proviso. What's a proviso?
I think it's a condition in a deal, I think.
Okay. So there's a proviso.
I'll offer you a deal
involved
with one proviso.
with one proviso. So he says, I will not harm you, but you must allow me to make love to you. And once I have finished having sex with you, the hunter, you can come back and try again tomorrow to shoot me. And the hunter, not wanting to die, of course, accepts the proviso. And they engage and know each other carnally. And the hunter goes home and plans. Now he really must shoot the bear. And so he loads and he practices. He goes to the firing range and he prepares himself again. And he goes back into the woods to the same spot and he sees the bear. And this time he waits until he's so close he cannot possibly miss. And he fires. And when the smoke from the great shot has cleared, he looks to see what he is sure will be the bear's carcass, and yet there is nothing, and tap, tap, tap on the shoulder. Once again, the same proviso is presented. Well,
This time, yeah, he has to eat him out this time.
the hunter accepts once again. And when they have finished knowing one another carnally, the hunter returns home. And now he must do everything in his power. greater, more powerful weapons, more advanced tactical training. He sets traps. He has grenades. He has everything at his disposal. He sells out entirely.
Bazooki.
And he goes back with his bazooki and he gets behind the tree and he unleashes everything. He unleashes modern hell with all of his various weaponry. And the tap on the shoulder comes, and the bear says to him, "You're not really here for the hunting, are you, pal?"
He was missing on purpose.
He thinks he likes it. The bear's saying, hey, if you don't like it, like, come on, man.
He brought all that stuff at the end. You can't get it done with that stuff. You're not really here for the hunting necessarily.
Mm-hmm. There's something. It meant that perhaps he wasn't even admitting to himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that, but that's a bawdy joke, right. Yes, that actually lives sort of in the world of the Bear Claus, Santa Claus theory that I presented. And so, sometimes we feel like we're so far apart and we find these reasons to put up these walls.
Oppositional defiance.
That guess is ice cold.
And I've done it again. I've gone and done oppositional defiance again.
Well, and I didn't want to put that label on it because I know you're sensitive about it.
Yep.
But I think it's a fair description of what happened.
Never would. I would like to.
Yeah.
Go ahead. My man's. Are you getting so excited, Kevin? You get so excited.
The big day's coming up.
Really anxious, huh?
I'm getting so anxious, mostly because I've recently learned my future mother-in-law has been telling people there's a mandatory dress code of 1920s flappers. That's interesting because I don't recall there being a mandatory dress code of 1920s flappers, but alas, here we are.
Now, correct me. The flapper is a style of dress that is, primarily the women folk are flappers.
Mm-hmm.
I have to wear that as well.
What about men's garb?
The men's garb is zoot suits.
Zoot suit.
Zooby dooby 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 zooby dooby bop bop.
Well, your mother-in-law better be careful lest she end up on the wrong side of my chain wallet.
Kevin, okay, let's teach you a few moves that you're going to need to know. One is when you shake your finger in the air when you're dancing.
Finger there.
Around. You shake the one finger. Beep, beep, beep,
finger
beep,
there.
Beep. Here, get up and stand back a little bit so we can see you dance. There's the when you dance, you kind of kick your legs up behind you, back and forth, and you wave your index finger around. But behind you and off to the side a little bit. You're not jumping. It's like a little kick. Yeah. And the finger up there.
The finger's up higher. Yeah.
You forgot the feet. You have to do both. Now.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Now you put your hands on both knees. And what you do is you switch your knee.
Legs. Switch your knees.
Your knee that's on the one leg, you take it and you exchange it with the other knee.
Smooth motion. You move your knees together and then you swap kneecaps.
You switch knees.
With your hands, you take one off onto the other. And yes, that's he's doing it. He's doing it.
Yes, he's doing it.
Let me teach you. So I'm just going to quickly say this, Kevin. And this is so fundamental. Step, step, rock, step. Step, step, rock, step.
Now
left,
slide.
Right, back, then left, left, right, back, then left. Now spin. Okay. Get that arm up. Swap positions. Spin her around. Put her on upside down. You've got it going. That's swing dance. don't forget there's a chain on your pants. And so this is actually going to make your wedding bearable for me.
That's good. I need that because I've been very distracted about a big presentation I have this weekend. I haven't been able to spend any time dancing because I've been rehearsing for my big speech. Speech for your wedding? No. Business speech. I was wondering if I could practice it for you guys. I was thinking about the most fascinating thing over the weekend. Isn't it interesting that 9 in 10 kids say when they grow up they want to be YouTube? I'm sorry, but when I was a kid, we used to say things like doctor and nurse. Kids today say Dr. Disrespect and Nurse Jackie. So what does that mean? Well, it's pretty simple.
Okay.
The Creator Ecomony is massively blowing up. Demand is in a stratosphere right now. No, really, think about it. More content is being uploaded every day, every week, every year, more than ever than before. And if we don't capitalize on this, we're fish in the water. So today I give you my presentation on 3 life and death advice to make it in this crazy Creator Ecomony. Rule number 1, don't ask for permission, demand for permission. It's quite hilarious when you think about it. In today's global space, the chips are in your hand, but the cards are in mine. Now you're probably thinking right now, Kevin, what gives you the right to be so wrong? Well, unlike our alleged leaders in this country, I like to roll up my sleeves and get dirty in the hand. Pretty surprising, no? Well, let me tell you a little story. Everybody who knows me knows I got my start in music videos. I had one job, take the lens cap off a camera. I asked the director on day 1, can I be the director? Can I do the choreography? The director yells, cut. He looks over at me, roll his eye, and point at the camera. I left the damn lens cap on. He leaned real close and whispered in my ear, maximize before you diversifies. Oh. From that moment on, I never ask another question again, which leads me to rule number 2. What's the most fascinating thing in the world? No, really, think about it. It's this. Your values are your value, but when revenue rules all, evaluate everything. My manager says I said the craziest thing happened to me earlier this year. We're at Topgolf hitting dingers like a damn label went off. Now me, normally I'm a pool shark, but there's something about golf that just get me. I guess at the end of the day, they're both silly little game with a wooden stick and tiny ball. Now my manager says to me, do you remember when you were a little boy and you asked my wife, Mommy, why is traditional media dead? My dad's my manager. Switching to my 9-iron, I laugh as he recounts this tale. I've always been diagnosed with curious mind. My mother responded, sometimes the corpse is thicker than the grave. I know exactly what she meant. If I'm not constantly changing who I am to adopt, I might as well be fish in the water. The manager of Chop Golf walked up and said, boys, that's enough. You hit all the balls. I put my iron back in my bag. I knew there was a problem with my short game, jokingly. Well, I'm getting the light, so I'll wrap up with rule number 3. Don't be a business model. Be a business-model. I've actually been wanting to have this conversation for a long time. You may disagree with me, but at the end of the day, at least 9 in 10 adults crank it once. Not everything has to be about sex, but sex has to be about everything. I hate to be crash, but you can't spell Creator Ecomony without cum money. Crazy, no? Now, I won't give you tips of do's and don'ts, but if you rewatch all my videos, it's pretty obvious what are the do's and who are the don'ts. That's my time. Enjoy yours while you still have it. What do we think?
I spent the whole time. I don't know why. This would be very sad, but I was thinking it would just be so crazy if Kevin got divorced. Would that be so weird? It'd be like an 11-year-old getting divorced.
Yeah, that's fucked up, man.
That's so bad to think about. I don't know what.
Well,
I would do.
it's because whatever would have had to happen, like for that to take place, you just like the rest of the picture is pretty grim. Yeah, that would make me really sad. Because an 11-year-old getting married is cute.
Yes, that's very cute.
Divorced.
It's very funny. It's very cute. Getting
Yeah,
divorced
11-year-old
is
getting
not
formally
good.
divorced is like really bad. I think at the beginning I was like, okay, kind of funny. Then through the middle, so towards the end of slide 2, I was just totally done with it.
Yeah.
But just a really powerful lesson that it ended up getting me back in all the way in. I think it's a really good presentation. I think things like Iron and Chop Golf.
Yes. It was a really excellent presentation. There's something to be learned here between this presentation and where the potty at. And and it has to do with
length,
diminishing returns. I think anytime you are working on something and your instinct is or you come to the point where to move forward on it, you have to call someone on the phone or even send them a text. Just communicate at all. You need to stop and cancel the project.
Take a step back. It's time to listen. Yeah. I think that's a really great lesson, because I think about this, which I experienced all of, and I think about where the potty at, which I only sort of checked out.
Yes. I ended up staying with this much longer than I did where the potty at.
I finished the entire thing.
Oh, interesting.
I noticed
good to know.
The art, the visuals were really nice. You had an image from Watch Mojo, the streaming service.
Couldn't crop the whole thing, so it
was kind of hard to tell what it was because
it says
there
Watch Much.
There weren't that many of the letters in there.
But even so,
and Jake Paul, PewDiePie, of course, and Ed Sheeran.
Yeah,
kind of the three faces of the creator economy.
Creator economy is exploding. Let's talk about, as we talk about the economy.
Wait, before we move all the way along through it,
go ahead.
You were hitting dingers like a label went off.
I was hitting dingers like a damn label went off.
Yeah, what does that mean actually?
Nothing but hits.
Oh, a label. Okay.
A label.
You were hitting dingers like a damn label went off. Okay. Not you were.
He was at Top Golf.
Not you were like
a damn label went off.
Not you were like banging out hits like a label went off. You were hitting dingers like a damn label went off.
He was hitting dingers, and the dingers were nothing but hits. That's good. Thank you for asking, because I also was confused, and now I realize it's even better than I thought. So it's good to dig in on some of that stuff.
Ads. One of our ads got canceled.
Well, this is what I wanted to say. So one of the ads got canceled.
That's supposed to make me feel better that they did it for everybody?
Yeah.
What do you mean they did it for everybody? Why?
Oh, my phone, 3:00. Text message from this host. Text message from that host. Goodbye, Fresh? I got text to Anya. Hey, just checking in. What's going on? Moving things around.
Into the trash. We're just moving a few things around into the trash.
You know what you can tell them? Tell them this. I'm back in on Blue Apron. I'm doing it. I'm using it. When we had the coupon, when we read the old ads, confession time, a lot of that was fake. That's why I made Chef Kevin talk about it. I wasn't doing it, and when I had done it, I wasn't crazy about it. I thought the prep time took longer than they were saying. I didn't love the food when they took a big swing at like certain more adventurous cuisines. I thought they just didn't really have it figured out yet. It's really good. I'm back in. We're doing it twice a week. I'm enjoying it. It feels simpler. It feels like all their stuff is more accurate and their recipes taste better. And so you tell HelloFresh, you tell them goodbye Fresh, and tell Blue Apron, hello Apron. And I'll say this too. Hey, did you see that I tried to have a little fun with our advertising guy today?
Yes.
So he asked us if so we've been approved, and spoiler, and you guys stop listening now if you don't want to get spoiled. We've been approved for Claritin, the allergy pill company, and he asked if anyone in my household suffered from seasonal allergies and whether and he said, you will be required to give a personal endorsement for this, so I have to know you really used it. And I told him to tell the company that if they wanted to send me a Claritin D, that I would ingest it live on cam. I'd be willing to do that and to like stream the results as it happened. I'll let you put the camera up my fucking nose, dude. We can really see what's good, because I do have allergies and I do use that stuff sometimes.
This is just a gigantic fish on the line for us. By revenue, I would say this is our biggest advertiser by maybe 100 million times.
Yeah.
Bayer?
Absolutely.
Bayer Pharmaceuticals?
I was in a print ad for them years ago. You know about that? That I'm a model?
Ooh.
I am an actual
What'd you do?
fucking model.
Can you show
Business
what
model.
Can you show what you did?
What I can
Could
tell
you whatever
you,
pose and face you did?
I will be totally genuine. I don't 100% remember exactly what the pose was. I know it was the kind of thing that would be like on a subway car, and that whatever their product was that was helping me manage my diabetes had me feeling so fucking confident and good that there was like a real strut. Even though I was holding still, there was this kind of fucking swagger and strut to me. Like I was just owning the whole fucking street with my moves. And I was like, the photo is a still photo, but there was movement in it because this product, they had some kind of monitor or something maybe that I was using to know what my like glucose levels were or something. But this thing they had that Bear made for me, ooh, mama, did it have me feeling good. I was probably about to know someone carnally. And that pic.
You're on your way. Check the glucose monitor. Ooh, the sugar's right. Ooh, or no. Oh, no. I need a little more sugar.
Yeah. Something sweet.
Did they play music on set?
During when I was taking the picture?
Yeah, just to like get you in the right mindset.
Nah. That's all up here. The music is all
You played
up here.
music?
Oh, there was music playing. You better believe it. It was fucking rocking and a rolling. Oh, we get it almost every night. Oh, when that moon gets big and bright, it's supernatural delight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight.
I gotta add that to the playlist.
Bye.